Welcome to the second installment of the 40 West Wrestling Show. I am your host, Tyreek Nolan. Of course, joining me, head coach Logan Meister, and new volunteer coach, my cousin. Gotta point that out. DeMonte Wimbush.
Hello.
I would add some applause noise, but
Yeah, no, I feel you.
alright, so welcome DeMonte. On to the coaching staff.
Oh, thanks for having me.
How's it feel?
Man, it's kind of like something I dreamed of for real.
Yeah.
Ever since probably the 10th grade when I started really getting into wrestling.
Yeah.
See how that impact lives. I was like, that'd be cool.
So, what have you been doing? Obviously, you went to DC
Yeah. For
earlier on this.
NASCAR.
Yeah, earlier on this year. Since then, how has it been? Getting back in shape, getting back into it. Because obviously, they cut your season short.
Yeah.
But I mean, you had to do what you had to do,
Yeah.
and I salute you for that.
Man, thank you.
We
Nah,
appreciate your service.
No, I
Right.
appreciate it. I think when people say thanks for your service, I say thank you for your support. Anyway,
As you should.
just getting back into it. Obviously, you helped me out over the summer. We wrestled twice a week. I try to stay lifting in the Y. I think just it kind of became a habit, mindset, from wrestling all these years to stay in somewhat good shape and always working towards some type of goal.
So this past weekend was like the first team gathering.
Yeah, we had our first home football game against Averett, and it was our first shot at the new game day experience, and I think it went really well. So we had the tailgate alley. All the players ran through a couple hours before the game, so we got all the fans there cheering them on and getting them ready. The whole team came out to the tailgate. We had cornhole, spike ball. We had some ping pong set up, so it was a good time.
Right.
We
I wish I
enjoyed
could
it.
have been there.
Yeah, the atmosphere, man, it was exciting. I think it was probably better than any other game day experience that we've had here, especially on a regular day. Homecoming's always been kind of a big deal, but
Yeah.
for a regular game, that was awesome. So I'm excited to see the next home games, and we need to put together a list of things we need for our tailgate. I know grills on that list. We were lacking without the grill.
Oh,
We're
really?
the only,
Y'all didn't have a grill?
Yeah, we didn't have a grill. We're like the only tailgate without a grill.
I seen on your Snapchat cornhole boards,
Yeah.
but no grill.
Those were nice. Shout out to Braden's dad for donating the cornhole boards. They're professional.
Oh, they look nice. I
they do
like
look
them.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So last week, obviously, y'all started that, getting into it.
Yeah, we
How'd
had
that
our first week of voluntary workouts.
Mm-hmm.
It went really well. Great show. A lot of guys there. A lot of guys wanting to get good early, so put in the work. We did some testing this week. Tested our maxes. We did 4 lap time around the soccer field. It's about a 1.2, I think.
1.23.
Yeah,
Oh,
BB
yeah.
did it on his Apple Watch for us last year. It was like 1.2 miles, I think.
Okay.
So we did 4 lap times, max pull-ups,
Mhm.
strict max pull-ups, no kicking, locking it all the way out,
Yeah.
chin above the bar.
Right.
And we did squat max, 1 rep max, bench press with about their body weight for their weight class,
Mm-hmm.
max reps on that, and then deadlift max as well.
Right.
And then
So,
we'll retest in about a month or so.
so basically, just like getting a feel for everybody. Basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just getting a starting point, seeing where they're at, and that way we can improve in a month after putting in work. Those numbers are going to change.
Right. And I don't know why I keep saying y'all as if I'm not a part of it. I'm telling you, I'm coming back, man. I'm coming back. But yeah. So as far as the workouts went, how was the attitude?
The attitude was awesome. We were still pushing them on some of those days after we did our tests.
Yeah.
We did some hard work, and they handled it great. And freshmen were stepping up and getting out in the front of the lines, and that's always exciting to see.
Yeah.
New guys coming in and pushing the pack.
I feel like there are a lot of guys who are already just excited to be here, and a lot of guys who probably knew last year it wasn't much of a season, even though
Right.
we technically did get our season somewhat. But
That's definitely got to play a role in it
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Just seeing them the first day on campus this year versus last year, a huge difference. And I just think that they've got more to look forward to this year.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit more like.
I feel like it's a lot more competitiveness, and a lot of them are a lot eager to compete
Yeah.
against other schools. You know,
Right.
obviously I have to get back out there, and I got to get back in shape first. Man.
Yeah, you gotta get ready.
I
Hey,
gotta-
Ray's been training. Ray's been going hard.
Oh, I know. I've been seeing his. I saw his workouts over the summer, and I was just like, oh man. Just as a coach, it's like, that feeling. Like you know that they're getting better, and that's the whole point of you being there.
Yeah.
But still, it's just like, I don't want to.
Don't want to pass you either.
Right.
Now you gotta train again to make sure you're ready to
Yeah,
go for practice.
Demonte knows. There's been a couple times when we practiced over the summer. I shoot a hard double or something, and then just like lay there. I start messing with my shoe or something, or try to like instruct him on the move,
Yeah.
and he's not even wrestling anymore.
Getting back into that wrestling shape is
Yeah.
not easy.
Yeah.
And even like the running and stuff, it'll get you in better shape.
Yeah, but it don't
then
get you there.
You get on the mat for the first time, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like arms aren't working anymore.
Exactly.
Legs
That's why
like
I mean,
jello.
You use everything.
I always-
everything.
Back's like, oh.
I always appreciated the preseasons because of how good of shape we would get in.
Yeah.
With all the running, with all the endurance stuff that we had to do, like muscle endurance stuff that we would have to do. But I mean, when I tell you, once you actually get in the room and you get into that first real hard lot of practice, where it's just like, okay, you get a water break, and you just have to come back in and know, like,
On the wall.
it's gonna be crazy.
Hard drill.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
why.
the culture that we have. It's like guys know these are voluntary workouts. They know we're going to be doing something crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Oh
And
yeah.
they still show up and they're ready for it.
Yeah.
So we did one of our first workouts this week was a classic one. Campus laps, t-shirt above your head the whole time. And it was right in the middle of a downpour. It was just rain. It was raining brutal. Guys were loving it. They got all
You just
amped
had them
up.
out there like major
They just,
pain.
yeah, they looked crazy. They were. We used to get that on campus. I'm sure you guys get it now too.
Yeah.
Like people walk around. Dude, I saw you guys out there working out.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know,
And I
body
remember,
carries and
I think your first year coaching was maybe my sophomore year, and you made us do that.
yeah.
Dude, I have never been more mad at you in my life. I'm thinking I was thinking it was one of those, oh, Monster, you're going to take it easy on us. We was like, oh, okay, we might have a couple campus laps. We did one regular campus lap. Okay, what was the second one?
And
Like
your
a duck-
stance,
no.
like,
Duck walk.
oh, yeah.
And then, no, not duck walk. Yeah, it was in your stance. I'm tripping. You can't do a whole duck walk
Dude,
around
that
campus.
would be brutal.
be-
Hey,
yeah.
maybe.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Lunges the whole.
Oh my god,
I
dude.
couldn't even
But then you had made us do the shirt over our heads, and I'm thinking like, okay, as long as I just like lock it out and just keep going,
You
I'll
think
be
it's not gonna
good.
be that bad, and then your
Dude.
arms are just
Yeah.
burning.
I hated you after that workout.
If it makes you feel better, I did that to myself voluntarily the summer before when I was staying in Ferrum,
Mm-hmm.
training by myself. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
trying
I
to come
mean,
up
there's
with
nothing
some
better than
workouts.
I know all coaches should do the workouts that they tell.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Nah,
I mean,
for
here's
sure.
The,
Here's the
they
thing,
should, I
okay.
think they should be able to do them.
I feel like at least you should have.
Be able to, yes.
Yeah.
This is
And
how.
have went through it.
Yeah, this is how I always think about. If I'm gonna make them do something, either I've done it before, or I can still do it
Yeah.
now. Or
It's
some,
some stuff.
something that I wouldn't do. That way, if somebody challenged me, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
do it.
because
Yeah.
you don't want no like the best runner on the team be like, Coach, you can't even do this. And you're just sitting there like,
Oh
Ooh,
man, if I
yeah.
try this, I might get hurt.
But hey, I did my time. I ain't got it. I ain't got to do it.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to do it, but it
That's
also,
the thing. You did your time, so you could say I already did.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you put in the work.
But you can't be making kids run 100 laps. You're just like, well, back in my day, it's like, no, you didn't do that. So
It is really weird for me to think of all the workouts that I have gone through, like actually made it through and did not, like, because you see kids just like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they do have that mentality of just like, you come out here and do it. You making us do all this.
Yeah.
But just thinking of some of the workouts that I've gone through, you really do see why coaches have to like amp it up like that, it's like you gotta serve your time too, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, and you hate doing that. And I remember even last year, just having to get on Ray sometimes, and I just be like, "Oh, I want to take it easy, man."
Yeah,
But
you do.
I know you're hurting,
I
I know you're hurting right now, but
I gotta show you what I went through, buddy.
You gotta
That's
push
what
it.
makes you like a better athlete, you know, a better wrestler. It's
I
just-
feel like that also helps me become a better coach. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's one showing me, like, you always think about becoming a coach and I'm top dog, I can do whatever, but you actually have to like sympathize, and not only that, but like understand where it is that your athlete is.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, yeah, of course, work with them, but in those situations where it's just like, dude, I gotta amp it up on you, like
Yeah.
Briggs would get pissed off or just anything would happen, and I'm not gonna look bad as a coach,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I think that yes, it does help the athlete grow, but it keeps the coach, I feel like, grounded anyway.
Yeah.
And it
sure.
also tests that, okay, well, as a coach, I wouldn't push it too far to where, I'm just pissing him off and, I'm not helping him actually get better. I'm over here taking it personal myself.
Yeah.
But just him seeing that, okay, he will push me that far, now I know what to expect.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
absolutely.
saying? But I don't know, that's just me.
Being pushed past your wall, your
Yeah.
breaking point,
Yeah.
I think is something that wrestling does
Does.
very well.
Because if you don't do it in the room, it's gonna happen on the mat.
And that's why I think it's so crazy for me to, just think about all the practices that I've been through, the stuff that I've had to like.
Just had to do. the
Yeah,
practice.
God.
I think what is if you guys had to think about like one of your worst like workout things, one of the ones that probably will pop up on any of our
Three-man group.
alumni, our team, if they had to answer, would probably be paratroopers. That's one that
Paratroopers.
Oh,
That's
I thought
what
you
Coach,
meant like.
Coach Riggs brought down to us. The paratroopers, those three-man groups. Those are brutal
Yeah,
drilling groups, like the.
I would much rather do a three-man group than paratroopers though.
What do
I
we
would
call
definitely-
that?
Paratroopers
Shark
are-
tank or something.
They're rough.
Yeah, Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Well, the three-man group is just like, depending on who your group is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you just might get messed up.
Yeah,
Well, like it's
evidence were very tough.
Yeah,
It's like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
especially when Coach hops in the group.
Oh yeah.
It's like you, Coach, somebody else who's a regional finalist. Dude,
Yeah.
what?
We haven't really,
No breaks.
we haven't really had many heavyweight coaches, so I was always happy. I was like too big for Yetzer and
Yeah.
Riggs. Like I knew Riggs wasn't going to
No
wrestle
way,
me,
yeah.
you know? But Yetzer would kind of just be like, he would test it, because
Yeah,
would.
you gotta get in there sometimes. I wrestled with Ray a couple times last year, Braden a couple times.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta be ready to go. It's a lot of work to jump up. Like
It
40
is.
pounds.
Yeah.
Ray's probably got like close to 100 on
Almost
me.
100.
That's why I
Like
used to be
90
so
something.
surprised whenever like I would get challenged, and it's like, you want to wrestle me? Why, dude? You
Yeah.
got everybody. But yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's had to help when you transitioned into National Guard, Army stuff, getting pushed
Oh yeah.
past your breaking
Absolutely.
points. That's like the
It's
name of the game of
It
boot
is.
camp,
It
right?
is. I think the coolest thing is like going into basic and just already having like that big wrestling background. Like some of those guys, people say basic's hard, but it's for guys who's like never done anything in their lives. So like, we're running all the time. We're getting pushed, but it's almost like a wrestling coach is in your ear.
Yeah.
The drill sergeants are like wrestling coaches, and wrestling coaches are like drill sergeants. So it's especially like Yetzer. Like it was a lot the same.
but you already had that discipline now.
I already had that discipline. So getting up for formation in the morning was much like getting up for 6 a.m. Being somewhat motivated. Even if you don't want to be there, you got to be there. So, I mean, the only thing about wrestling and Army is like, if I didn't want to go to practice, I mean, I ain't have to go. I could leave the team, but Army, I didn't sign.
Right.
I didn't sign up. They gonna wake me up. So.
Yeah.
But,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
but that's where that discipline came in hand for wrestling. Like, I did feel like I had to be there, even though I wasn't told to. Like, I had to be there.
So what was that initial feeling like when you got that text or when you got that phone call?
What?
Like, you gotta leave.
Oh man, I thought it was like a joke at first.
Yeah, when did that happen? When did that happen?
Like January 6th.
Yeah, which
That
sucked
day
because
was
we
that night.
had it's like COVID, right?
Yeah.
Canceled the first half of the season. We're like just about to start that second.
Absolutely,
part.
yeah. it was a week before too. It was like exactly a week. Like I was like on my transition down to make 184 for the first time. I was probably like 193, 192. So I wasn't too far off. And I was really doing it better than I have been in the past. So like I felt a lot better. And he just called me and then he was like, "Yo, we need you." And I was like, "What? Come on, man." I'm joking.
So y'all can't just wait.
What's happening up there?
And I was just like, And then I get there, and then they feed me all this food, and I'm just like, man, I weighed 190.
So were you thinking that you were gonna come back?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was gonna be a deal like we'd be up there for a week, I get up out of there.
Right,
Yeah,
like stuff pulls
yeah,
out.
yeah. And then also I was working out in the hotel, like I was running up and down the stairs trying to like keep my weight off.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you. Like,
Yeah.
what were you guys? I mean, if you're allowed to say, like, what were you guys doing? Like, just kind of like standing guard.
Yeah, we're just standing there. We're just standing there for like 12 hours. Have you ever stood like somewhere for 12 hours?
How many
Yeah,
8
it's
hours
fun.
yeah.
Like just stood up, like no sit down, like it was the worst. Like it was the worst.
So what happened when you had to use the bathroom?
You have to be like, hey, I gotta use the bathroom, and then somebody comes to play.
Just slide it back in.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it's like,
Hey, did you have
Y'all
to
had
sleep in the
substitutes?
parking garage?
I was in the parking
Were you?
garage. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
real.
yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
That sucks.
Yeah, no. I mean, for us, it didn't suck because like,
Would you have
We-
like sleeping bags and cots or something?
no, we were just laying down.
Just, like,
We'd
taking
been
a
standing
nap.
for like 12 hours, so we.
I was like, that probably felt nice.
Yeah, we were happy. We were like, we get to lay down. We were throwing. We made like footballs out of like cardboard or whatever. We were throwing it back and
crazy.
forth. It's like.
That's so crazy. But like, alright, what was the feeling like when you found out that I'm not coming back? Like this is kinda
It hurt, because I already knew my circumstances for this year not being able to wrestle. So like it hurt a little bit, something I've done for the past, I don't know, like 6-7 years of my life since freshman year.
Yeah.
And I grew a great passion for it. Like, I mean, wrestling at times it sucks, but I'm glad I started doing it. I'm glad I wrestled in college. So it was just like, dang, I wanted to go out on my own terms.
Yeah.
It's like those.
Yeah, it sucks to not get your last shot.
Yeah, It's-
Especially when you already know that the next year is cut short.
Yeah, and it's not promised. And I guess if I could like tell anybody anything, and if you read my like the little checking up thing they did last year, it's just like, due to COVID, nothing's promised.
Yeah.
So you just gotta realize that even when it sucks, it sucks more when it's taken away from you. So
Yeah. That's
That's why I
definitely
was
true.
very glad to keep you involved
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
first semester while you're here, have you in there working with the guys and coming to coach them up at the matches. And I know the guys respect you a lot and you're a great example. So
I try.
Wouldn't that give you another year?
Regional placer.
Yeah, regional placer,
Conference
conference champ.
Wouldn't that give you another year?
I do have. I have 2 years of eligibility, honestly.
You should like go off.
Hey, sure. That's how we
Go off, do
Once
your
he's
thing,
back,
get big, and then just
I was thinking like, I mean, but
We got these master's programs, man.
nah, we got 2. We need some more.
Hey, we'll get
Yeah,
you know.
give me like a history program, and I'll come back.
All right, Dr. Daniels, you heard it. Right there. History Masters program. We'll get Monte back.
Alright. Well, that's about all I got really. What do we have coming up, Meister?
So we're going to be starting our Iron Wrestling Club freestyle practices soon. I'm excited about that. We'll have some guests come in and coach those practices for us.
So as far as freestyle, when do you plan on getting into that?
So we've
Summer
got
break.
some freestyle practices this fall for about a month. Just get the local area, some kids in the local area ready for freestyle kind of at that level, and then we're going to be busy with our season after that, so we're going to shut it down, and then in the spring we're going to try and prep for like the U23
Right.
USA wrestling circuit. So excited for that. And as far as schedule goes, the competition schedule should be out soon. There's 3 new events on the schedule this year. The Hokie Open, we took a couple guys to that a couple years ago, but we're going to try
Yeah,
and
I
take
remember
most
that.
of the team to that this year. The Patriot Open at George Mason. So two good opportunities
Yeah.
for us to see competition in all divisions.
Well, it also is going to give them a little bit more drive to compete harder.
Especially
Yeah.
when we see those Hokie Open's one of our first events.
Yeah.
So you get to see tough competition right away, open your eyes, and
Yeah.
these are what the best guys are doing. And not just think on the Division III level. I mean, we want to get guys ready for college wrestling at all levels. You know, you're going to run into these guys at tournaments, and you don't want to just be good for Division III. You want to be good for college wrestling. So it's a good opportunity for that. And then we're not doing the Virginia Duels this year, which I love that tournament. I think one day we'll probably be back to that tournament. I want to win it really bad.
Yeah.
We've always gotten second. In high school, my team got second. So
That.
instead of Virginia Duels, we're going to go to the Bud Whitehill National Duels up in PA. Get to see some tough teams that we don't normally duel in the season. We get to bring 2 teams up to that tournament, which is nice. So a lot of people will get matches.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. All right. Well, yeah. Like I said, that's all I got for this episode. Oh, Monte, you got anything?
No. Thank you for having me. That's all.
One last thing. We got a lot of compliments on the intro.
Oh,
The
really?
intro to the podcast was awesome. Yeah, everybody.
It's an original.
Yeah.
Well, not an original. I made it.
Yeah. DJ.
and the intro, but okay. So yeah, I guess it will be an original.
original.
All right. So let me give myself a pat on the back on that.
Yeah, a lot of compliments on the podcast, so we appreciate you and looking forward to doing these shows every couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But all right, let's wrap it up.